Right, welcome ladies and gents. Velma, the new spin-off show for HBO Max, is ridiculously terrible by the sounds of this. We've got reviews coming out. We've also got a leaked plot synopsis. Bearing in mind, HBO Max did a copyright takedown and block of my sort of trailer discussion of this video, which eventually they did reinstate after basically saying we'll have to go to court if you don't, reinstate it. Once you counterclaim, it begins legal proceedings if they choose to. It's an automatic situation. But don't take my word for it, ladies and gents. Take a look at this. Now, this is a plot synopsis from Lights, Camera, Barstool, but we also have awful reviews from, the likes of Entertainment Weekly. A promising reinvention is wasted on lame jokes, prequelites, and bad meta. So again, don't take my word for it. We'll take a look at them in a minute. But this is the plot synopsis. At Crystal Cove High School, Daphne is a popular mean girl orphan who deals drugs because of a dark family secret. Yeah, does that sound like Daphne to you? Her boyfriend Fred personifies mediocre white richness. His mansion holds a dark secret, and he has a teeny widow privates. Yeah, dick jokes. A subject of much conversation, apparently. His pee-pee. What is this crap? Shaggy has become Norville, a school newspaper striver, friend-zoned by his beloved Velma. He worries he's a beta male, and remember that lame humour concept from 20 years ago. Oh, God. So that is the plot. I mean, really? Daphne, rich, mediocre whiteness, PP jokes from Fred, and Daphne's a drug dealer? What is going on? Anyway, let's take a look at this, right? Mindy Kaling's HBO Max reboot makes Harley Quinn look, well, much better than Velma. And this, they absolutely strived to get out there. They did not want anyone ripping on it. They really, really were ultra protective of it. And normally there's always an issue when they do that. There's a reason why. And yes, because it's apparently absolute garbage. This is Entertainment Weekly's review. And it's just awful. So they just get skewered. The Scooby-Doo magic is somehow something so bland is also so weird. A doofus, a smarty, two boring beauties, and a talking dog drive to dark places in a bright van. Every week they find out a monster is just some guy scaring people away from his farm, family-run circus, defunct zoo, haunted hat factory. You could say the original series backwashed 60s counterculture into an American Gothic tradition, with meddling kids easy riding around ghastly swamp water. Come on though, Hanna-Barbera was just having a laugh on a deadline. Still, Velma dares to ask a big dumb question. What if the Scooby Gang were meta jerks who want a bone? This is my origin story, says Velma, voiced by producer Mindy Kaling, at the start of the HBO Max reboot premiering Jan 12th. The series flashes back to the high school prehistory of the greatest team of spooky mystery solvers ever, when they variously hated or barely acknowledged each other. It's a prequel that recasts diversely, reorients sexually, and over backstories generally. Should be fun, but it's a self-aware slog. Everyone talks like a TV writer who only knows TV writers. The non-stop references are non-stop. Ancient Jill Stein, she's all that. The suspicious assertion that band geeks being weird equals comedy gold. This is exactly what happened in my vlog about Lil Wayne. Someone says on TV in 2023. Velma is the new bland, a deconstructed canonical bonanza pulled right off the corporate assembly line. It's so extra, it's minus. Ripped apart. Absolutely ripped apart. And this is where it comes from. The plot synopsis, literally right here in the Entertainment Weekly review. In my possibly foggy recollection, Velma was the only one mentally equipped to actually solve crimes. True, unless Scooby pratfalled into the Relaines, red quarters. For now, this reboot is dogless. Now Velma is a misfit searching for her disappeared mother, and then investigating a maniac cutting girls' heads open. She exemplifies Kaling's brainy, thirsty persona. Yeah, we all want that. Complaining about the patriarchal male gaze in the same episode where she has to subvert her best instincts to beg attractive classmate to muster all your sexiness and lure everyone away with a sexy dance. What the fuck am I talking about? This is garbage. Not just me, not just them. The Hollywood Reporter. Velma review. HBO Max's Scooby-Doo prequel is too snarky for its own good. There you go. It's neither a faithful update to those wholesome old cartoons nor an attempt to reboot them with more dramatic heft. It's not just another supernatural teen drama. And it's not just another superhero origin story. It's too smart for all of that, or so it believes. That's never good. From its first minutes, Velma is a thoroughly meta affair, winking at the silliest staples of the Scooby-Doo universe, you know, those things that you like, at the lore and the stereotypes built around its characters, and the absurdity of TV screenwriting conventions in general. But if Velma delights in sending up all the usual tropes, it seems somewhat less sure of what it has to offer in their stead. Basically, it'll rip on everything, but it can't replace them with anything worthwhile. Good times, ladies and gents. That's just what I want, you know? That is just what I want. Don't you want that? I do. God. Just so bad. Velma truthers can rest assured the show wastes little time addressing speculation about whether its protagonist might be gay. Because we really need to know whether she, you know, whether she's a clam lapper or not. And if so, whether she might be in love with Daphne. Initially, Velma's ironic approach is amusing in the way that a string of clever tweets calling out overused tropes is amusing. This comedy is so extravagantly self-aware that it'll tweak its own self-awareness within the first few minutes of the premiere. Have you ever noticed how pilot episodes of TV shows always have more gratuitous sex and nudity than the rest of the series? Daphne blithely notes, before getting into a naked shower fight with a fellow hot girl over Riverdale. Whether Riverdale can be more self-referential and sexy. Oh my god, this is garbage. Crap. Oh my god. And there's more. Mindy Kaling's Velma buries its mysteries under a barrage of pop culture quips. Yeah, love the sound of this. Biggest pile of crap ever. Oh dear. That's how we learned what Rachel Brosnahan's boobs look like and Don Cheadle's butt. I hate this stuff. It's so crap. Who is this actually for at this point? Who is this actually for? According to TV, it's morally okay to deal drugs if your life is just kind of crappy. Like, your kid's sick, you're a widow with a mortgage, you have to live on a lake in Missouri. Those are all white people, Daphne. Minorities on TV can only deal drugs to escape poverty. Ugh. Fucking hell. This is real crap. As the story begins to unfold, Velma is estranged from her former best friend Daphne, who's taken to selling drugs and hangs around with the other popular and pretty girls. Fred is an incredibly stupid, wealthy goofball who is desperate to hide his deep secret that he has yet to reach puberty and he has a very small penis. I mean, what the... As for Shaggy, who's voiced by Sam Richardson, at this point he's known only by his birth name of Norville. And he's got a big thing for Velma, who only has eyes for Daphne, because of course. The casting is diverse, and cheers to that. Velma is South Asian and gay. Daphne's an adopted Asian girl with lesbian co-parents. And Norville's black. Apparently some people on the internet are upset about this retooling of their beloved show that featured a talking Great Dane who helps her. Well, I think a lot of people just think this sounds like crap, to be honest. And a lot of people are just like, who is this actually for? At this point, this sounds, again, it wasn't even that. Was not even the plot leak. That's actually true. Goodness me. Let me know what you think. Remember, ladies and gents, HBO Max tried to bury this. They were copyright claiming any video that was critical of it. And I said at the time, I was like, there'll be a reason why. Here's the reason why. Because it's crap.